as an entrepreneur, we tend to see opportunities more than challenges. And here in Thailand, we're very fortunate that we're strategically located right in the middle of ASEAN. So we benefit from our location. We benefit from tremendous infrastructure. The government and Thailand has always been very focused on developing its infrastructure. So today we're one of the leading countries within ASEAN because of this infrastructure. And in the government's new program, also building the special economic zones and also the border areas, which will facilitate even more trade within ASEAN. And so for us, we're trying to take advantage of that opportunity that's been given to us by the government to try to further develop our brands, not only in ASEAN, but even within Thailand as these new areas are opened up.
Swadikap and good morning. Welcome to the Insider, the program that will take you through the exclusive look into the political, economic and social development in Thailand. Last week we were talking to Kun Bill, Mr. William Haneke, a chairman of Minor International. We were touching on the issue of stability, which is very important, which is a key factor to be taken into consideration for all investors who want to come to Thailand. And Mr. Bill has confirmed that Thailand is now stable and ready to welcome the investor from overseas. Today, we're still with Mr. Haneke or Kun Bill. We were talking about the stability last week, but this week we will touch a little bit more on his business perspective and also touch on one of the very important issues. He has been living in Thailand for more than 50 years. We would ask him about the love for Thailand, his love for Thailand and his love for Thai people. Welcome to the Insider. This week we're still with Kun Bill or Mr. William Elwood Haneke, Chairman and the CEO of Minor International. Swadikap.
Swadikap.
Well, thank you once again for joining us this week. And last week we have discussed about prosperity, about stability, and you have introduced so many ideas, many perceptions, your view, so valuable. I believe that last week the viewer would get a lot of information from listening to you, from watching you. And of course, this week we would continue a little bit on the topic of the prosperity. But prosperity nowadays, they not only talk about prosperity, they talk about prosperity and sustainability. It's a global trend. Sustainability has become a major topic for discussion in many countries, even in the United Nations. So in your perception, have you seen any link, any substantial link between prosperity and sustainability?
Absolutely. I think sustainability to us is very critical because we focus a lot of attention on our corporate social responsibility. And our programs are very much oriented towards people development. People is a very important part of Minor International. We employ over 55,000 people, and wanting to develop people becomes a critical aspect in our success. And that begins really in many ways. For example, we have the Haneke Foundation, and that's a foundation that my family has established to try to help people that can't afford educations from primary all the way through university. And we've helped hundreds of students with their education all around the country, especially in communities close to where we operate. We also have a program which works with vocational schools and universities. We have more than 100 universities and vocational schools that we work with. And so far, since we started that program, we've had over 6,000 students that have worked anywhere from 1 to 2 months to 1 to 2 years with our company and in our programs. We've also had a number of other initiatives that we've done. For example, we work with the Royal Foundation for all of their farm produce. Sizzler is one of the largest purchasers of farm produce. Our pizza company is also one of the largest purchasers of tomatoes. We make our own cheese in Thailand. So this all goes as part of the sustainability. It's putting back things into society, trying to find win-win situations where we can benefit, but also the country can benefit. But fundamentally, I think education is certainly one of the strong points that we have tried to focus on. One of our programs is the book club, which is now available out of 600 schools in Thailand. And more than 250,000 students have gone through this program, which encourages children to read books.
Yes.
And it's all part of the fundamentals of education and learning and human development. And I'm very proud of this program because it's been going on for many years. And it's graduated and helps to bring about equality almost, because it provides encouragement to students to get better in life and to improve themselves. And we find this is a fundamental part of really growing our people in Thailand. And education is the basis for this.
Well, one thing that I really impressed is the book club. I have known the book club when I study overseas, and I wish that I could have something like this happen in Thailand. And thank you very much, Bill. Thank you so much for creating for your initiative, having the book club in Thailand. That's been very grateful for the country and for the children. And of course, from listening to you, it seems to me that your policy is in line with the government policy at the moment, because the Prime Minister talking about prosperity, talking about sustainability. He said that all business should be able to enjoy their prosperity on the basis of the equality and of course mutual benefit. And most important point that the Prime Minister pointed out, no one in the society should be left behind. So what can you contribute in order to support those who perhaps have less opportunity than the others in the society? How can you help the country to narrow the gap between society?
I think one of the things the private sector is very good at, and it's important, is to give back something. We all strive for profits, but once you've achieved a certain level of profits, it's important to make sure that you share it, and you share that prosperity with the people, and you have to give back. So we try to do this from not only at the junior levels in our company, but even at the most senior levels, to encourage our people to be more active in corporate social responsibility, do programs that work with communities where we operate. We have programs all over the country because we have offices all over the country. So now we're able to make an impact. Because we're successful, we're able to sustain that investment and involvement to people. But you have to remember that without profitability, you're not able to give back this sort of investment. But we're very pleased with that.
From listening to you, it reminds me of the sufficiency economy introduced by His Majesty the King. He teach the people to look at the family first, and if you have enough, you can share with the other. You can give the others. This is fantastic. What you have done, what Minor International have done, is completely in line with the government policy, and most importantly, in line with the sufficiency economy philosophy. Well, thank you very much. And of course, there are many things that Minor International can contribute to the countries, to the Thai people. And right now, the government has started a number of reform projects. For example, education. Do you think the education in this country is still a problem? So what can we do regarding education reform?
I think we touched on a little bit with infrastructure. As basic as it may sound, today we have a digital economy, and learning, so much of the learning has to do with the internet, with broadband, with good communications. And so one of the critical things which I think the government is also addressing is how to widen this distribution of the digital economy to bring the opportunity not only to the most remote areas, to the remote areas of the country as well as the cities. So it's very important to bring this. And education to me is fundamental. If you're going to create a true country of free choice, and you need to educate the people. And so to me, the most fundamental responsibility that we have as a private sector is also to assist in educating and providing incentives for education and providing opportunities to link together all over the country, not just in the cities. So often we focus on the cities, but yet we found that so much of our growth is taking place in the remote areas of Thailand. And that's where we can have a huge impact in trying to accelerate education, accelerate the programs. And I think the winner for all of this will be the country. We will benefit from this, all of us.
Well, now we are talking about prosperity. And of course, prosperity must have a close link with sustainability. And of course, to be able to become prosperous, that means you'll be able to give back to the society. This will, of course, link to sustainability. So therefore, thank you very much for everything that Minor International have done in terms of CSR. Many things in this project has been contribute a lot to narrow the gap between the society in Thailand, narrow the gap between society, as I mentioned earlier. Thank you very much. And we have to take a short break, and we'll come back again to discuss with you the more sensational feeling about Thailand. I would ask you about the love for Thailand. What would be your perception? What would be your answer for me about the love for Thailand? We'll come back again to see Mr. Heineke next break.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The fourth core value: seeking direct and indirect knowledge and education.
Multiple perspectives, insightful commentary on Thailand with the Insider every Sunday morning at 10:30 on NBT and NBT World.
Swadee krab, this is Thailand at large.
The show which is about to take you to the new experiences with the exciting stories.
With charming fascination. With a touch of Thainess.
Join us on NBT World.
Explore with us and you'll know and love Thailand even more than before.
Welcome back to the Insider, and we're still with Mr. William Heineke or Kun Bill. Kun Bill Club. Before coming to see you, I know that you are an American. My impression is you are a foreigner. But when talking to you, when spending time with you since last week until this week, I feel you are Thai. I feel you are my countryman. I can feel that you have such a great understanding about this country, about the people. Then it reminds me that, okay, you spent almost 5 decades, or more than 5 decades, 50 years in Thailand. Would you mind sharing with me what is your love for this country? What is your love for Thailand? Please.
Okay, happy to. You know, as you said, 50 years is a long time. I was born an American, but I chose to adopt Thailand as my home, and so has my family. And today we are 4 generations living in Thailand, and 3 generations have adopted Thai citizenship and become Thais. But this country has been very kind to me, and you know, I started with a very humble beginning, with very small amount of money, with very little education, and Thailand has rewarded me and looked after me very well. And now, you know, really, I see part of our role is to give back something to Thailand. You know, the prime example has been His Majesty the King, and his sustainability program, he's always been focused on giving back to Thailand. So from my point of view, this is an important part now for me to demonstrate our love for this country and what it's done for us. So for me, it's very important that we get all of our people and passionate about doing something. And that will only make Thailand better for all of us.
If I ask you to name 3 things that you impressed most, would you be able to tell me, to share with me, what are those 3 things?
Yes, I think first and foremost it has to be the people. The people make the country. And this is, of course, in our industry, in tourism, it's been the fundamental reason why Thailand has been so successful. You know, Thailand is truly world-class at tourism. We may not be very good at making shoes or textiles, but I can tell you when it comes to service, Thailand is the best. It's one of the most hospitable countries in the whole world.
But the Thai people are impatient. You have mentioned
Yes,
that.
but most countries are impatient. But I think at the end of the day, Thai people have a fundamental inner strength that comes out when you get to know them. And that's what's kept Thailand on such a solid footing over many difficult periods and over the last 50 years that I've been watching it. You know, so I'm, I guess, of the 3 things, I would say people first, probably the country second. You know, we have diversity of this country. We have the north and we have the south. We have the central plains. There's so many beautiful spots in this country. One of the things that we try hard is to maintain the environment. We're very keen to protect the environment. We observe with all of our hotels the green globe so that we can be a good citizen in the areas where we operate. So this is very important. And I think the final thing for me is I'd have to say it's Thai food. You know, I don't think anyone can survive without Thai food. And that's been one of the joys that I've had, is also sharing the satisfaction of seeing Thai food become today a leading ethnic food. You know, in Thailand, one of the fastest growing foods is Italian food. But in America, one of the fastest growing foods is Thai food.
Oh.
And also in Europe. So Thai food has become incredible in helping to communicate the importance of Thailand today. It's created its own taste. You know, we have Korean pop, but we have Thai food, which I don't think anyone can challenge.
Well, talking about Thai food, I have learned that you have a plan to introduce Thai food overseas, well, the Thai restaurant overseas. Tell me about the progress of this plan.
Well, we have already started in the UK, and we have some operations scattered throughout Europe, but we're very keen to introduce Thai food to the rest of the world. I think this is one of Thailand's best secrets, and you know, we would like to see it become better known. And many of the Thai dishes, whether it's samtam or pak thai or whatever, it's important, I think, to share this with the rest of the world. And we're trying to do that in, you know, from as close as the ASEAN countries to as far away as the Middle East and Europe. And hopefully we'll be very successful. And this will, in effect, also help tourism again and bring people back and bring prosperity. And so it all helps each other, you know.
Would you agree with me that the taste of the Thai food reflects the characteristic of the Thai people?
Absolutely. You know, I think Thai food is unique. You know, we've even established an incredible cooking school here in Thailand that is now training chefs to go abroad and be able to introduce Thai taste to the rest of the world. So, you know, this is really a phenomenal success for us. And the recognition we've been getting worldwide for Thai food is incredible.
So, talking about the success of your business, how do you see, under this uncertain time of the global market, how do you see the future of what you have been doing? How do you see the future of all projects? How do you see, you know, which direction that Thailand should go in order to become prosperous, in order to maintain the prosperity, in order to become sustainable. And of course, I'm asking this question because I think this is very important. And as mentioned earlier last week, that the key of your success is your vision, is the ability to see things clearly. Just once again to, help Thailand to see things clearly on these matters. Would you be able to view or to comment on that again?
Yeah, I think what's very important, obviously, is in this world today is to sustain everything, and Thailand has set a very good example of development over the years. I've seen in my 50 years in Thailand the improvements in every aspect, from education to infrastructure to purchasing power, to the fact that people have improved their lot in life. But this has come because there's also a tremendous commitment by the private sector to invest back into all of the things that are needed in this country. And not everything can be done by the government. So therefore, we have to rely on the private sector and to also support the plans of the government and work in coordination with them and in trying to make this all truly sustainable. We don't want something that's going to be a flash in the pan or burn out after a year or two. We have to have a program that continually helps to develop Thailand and develop the people and create passion for learning and passion for education and passion for working and for making it a better place for all of us.
Well, thank you very much. After spending time with you last week and this week, I have learned a lot. I've learned a lot from you. I learned to be more patient because I am I'm a Thai people, a Thai person, of course, and I am impatient sometimes. So thank you very much for telling me to be more patient, for telling the Thai people to be more patient. And of course, I believe not only me learn many things from you, our viewer would learn many things from you as well. And of course, what you have telling the viewer, what you have telling me, is to assure your confidence, assure that you have a full understanding about the context of the situation in Thailand. Well, it's been very grateful for me to spend time with you. It's been very, very grateful for me to have the opportunity to sit here and talking with you for 2 weeks. Thank you very much. And once again, thank you very much for bringing everyone to your beautiful hotel, the flagship hotel, Anantala Siam or Anantala Siam. Well, thank you very much, Kun Bill. And I hope that we would be able to come back to meet you again in the very near future. Thank you very much for joining the program.
Thank you very much, General.
After spending 2 weeks with Kun Bill, Mr. William Elwood Heineke, the chairman of Minor International, I myself had learned a lot. I learned how to be more patient. And of course, I believe that whoever watched this program, whoever listening to him, would also share the same perception. There are many keywords that are sent across. 1, stability. 2nd, prosperity. And 3rd, sustainability. All these 3 words have made up to be confident. Mr. Heineke or Kun Bill have placed trust and confidence over Thailand. And I'm sure whoever listened to him would also share the same perception. Trust and confidence in Thailand. Thank you for watching us. See you next week. สวัสดีครับ